So this is the new reef tank. This is the Red Sea REEFER XL300. This is a 300 litre system. It is very similar to the Red Sea REEFER 250 in the reefer range. However, this tank's just got a little bit of extra depth. So the 250, I believe, has got about 50 centimetres from front to back, but this one's 57.5. So you just got that sort of extra 7.5 centimetres, which does actually make quite a difference when you're looking at the tank. It kind of makes it more of like a lagoon style sort of tank, which is what I kind of wanted. I wanted a little bit more depth, but I had to go with what I know, and Red Sea, they do produce some quality products. So what I'll do is I'll give you a little walk around and then sort of the plans for this tank and the plans for some future videos. So as I said, it's a 300 litre system. So the tank itself, I believe, is 246 litres, and then you've got the sump underneath, which is about 54 litres. As you can see, there's nothing in there at the moment. I am at the moment constructing some rock. I'm using the Carib Sea shelf rock. I've used that in my Nano, and I've had really great success with that. So I'm going to be transferring the scape I have in my Nano. I'm going to have that on the right hand side. And then I'm sort of building something for the left. So the main aim of this is to sort of have two islands with the shelf rock to kind of make it so I can add some SPS on there, so then it will just grow up. And eventually the plan will be, hopefully it will hit the surface. So I'm going for quite a sort of a low scape. I think the highest point will probably be about 28 centimetres, I believe. So, you know, in a 55 centimetre tank, you've still got a load of swimming space for the fish to sort of be up in the open water, and then also corals to grow. That's what I do. So just so you get an idea of how deep this tank actually is. It's absolutely stunning. So I've got it placed under my stairs, as this was the only place that I could actually have it. As I know that the lights I've decided to go for are very, very bright. And if I put it next to the TV, it would sort of take away the effect from the TV, and that's what I didn't want. But it's gonna look really nice. So the top down view, so there's so much space. And if you've been following my videos before, I'm used to sort of all-in-one systems. So I've had the Fluval Evo, and I've also had the Red Sea Max Nano, which the Red Sea Max Nano for me has been absolutely amazing, but I just needed more space. And I wanted a sump system, so it kind of gives you that sort of extra room on either side of the tank. So this is your overflow box. It's got a nice little neat cover. Then you've got your overflow, your emergency overflow. Then you've got your return nozzle or return pipe, and it comes with it comes with a splitter nozzle, but it also comes with that single one that they used to have standard for the reefers. But they've kind of came up with these, which I think is a lot better because it actually distributes the water around the tank instead of just straight to the front glass. So yeah, it's a really, really smart tank. I think the glass is, I think, about 12 mil, and it's slightly thinner, I believe, on the sides, on either side and the back. So sort of gives you that sort of general idea. I'll tell you what, sorting out these cabinet doors, obviously with the Nano you only got a single door, so trying to line that up is very easy, but trying to line it up with two doors is an absolute nightmare. But we finally got there in the end. So this is the sump. As I say, it's about 54 litres, I believe. But yeah, this is my first sump system, so I'm excited to see what I can do with it. The thing that I like about sump systems is that you sort of get that, you're going to get that option of doing what you want with it. You can decide what equipment you want in there without the sort of restriction of the size. As I've experienced with sort of all-in-one systems, that it's very, very difficult to kind of get good equipment at a sort of a small size, unfortunately. So yeah, sump system is definitely the one that I wanted to go for. So we've got the 3 pipes here. Obviously I haven't plumbed them in yet. These are all connected in, so obviously you just twist them in, and then it's got sort of a 2 lock, and you feel that, and then literally they cannot move. So on the one on the left, that is your return. One in the middle is your emergency, and then the one on your right is just your standard overflow. And that goes, nice little connecting clips here, goes into this chamber here, and then it goes over into the socks, down into this big chamber here, which is your skimmer chamber. Also can be any reactors and sort of refugiums. They do give you a separate sort of a divider, and then you kind of got one divider there and another divider there where you can sort of decide on the size, and then it goes over this little bit here and drops into your return chamber, where it's then returned back into the tank. So it's a really easy system, I think. It'd be good to see where we can get this going, and the next challenge now is just making all the water for it. So I've sort of done the calculations. I reckon I'll probably need about 270 litres to fill this tank. So when you take away the sand and the rock that's going in there, so it's just making all the water for now. But I just wanted to show you around the tank. Please remember to like and subscribe the video if you want to see more sort of daily updates of this build once it starts going. If you follow my Instagram channel, which is just.reef.it, I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the tank, and hopefully we'll get this running. Future videos will be, I think the next one planned will be probably what equipment I've decided to go for. So sort of starting with the skimmer, return pump, and then I'll go to the lighting, and then putting the rock in the tank, and the big transfer from the Max Nano to the 300 XL. But until then, happy reefing.